Hey, guys! I'm here today with great excitement to bring you a super interesting and adventurous topic. Welcome to our channel full of curiosities, news, and mythology. Today, get ready to embark on an incredible journey where we will explore the 10 creatures so powerful that they humiliate even the gods. That's right, folks, we're talking about legendary beings that defied divinity and came out victorious. So, hold on to your seats because this list is going to surprise you. In Greek mythology, TYPHON was one of the most feared monsters of the Age of Gods. Described as a colossal creature with powerful tentacles, TYPHON was created by Gaia herself, the goddess of the earth, to overthrow the Olympian gods. With devastating strength, TYPHON caused earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and violent storms, unleashing lightning and thunder across the world. His roar was so powerful that it could bring down the walls of the gods' temples, instilling fear and terror in the minds of those who witnessed it. Realizing the threat that TYPHON posed, Zeus led the other gods to confront the monster in an epic battle. With his divine lightning bolts, Zeus unleashed his best weapons against TYPHON, but his attempts seemed futile against the monstrous creature. However, thanks to the support of the other gods, Zeus finally managed to defeat TYPHON by using his most powerful lightning bolt, unleashing a torrent of fire stronger than any previous bolt. He then chained TYPHON and cast him into Tartarus, the deepest and most feared prison of the underworld. JORMUGAND is a monstrous serpent from Norse mythology, also known as the world serpent. According to legend, JORMUGAND was born from the union of the god Loki and the giantess Angrboda, along with 2 other monstrous children. According to prophecy, JORMUGAND would be a great enemy of the gods and would one day unleash a great disaster, causing the destruction of the world. Because of this, the serpent was banished to the depths of the ocean, where it grew so large that it could bite its own tail. The gods saw JORMUGAND as a great danger, so they devised a tactic to try to control it. For example, the god Thor once fished the serpent during one of his adventures, but it eventually escaped and returned to the depths of the ocean. Anzu, in Sumerian mythology, was a powerful creature with an eagle's head and a strong, muscular body. He was known as the messenger of heaven and was capable of flying through the skies at incredible speed. However, Anzu was also known for his greedy and ambitious nature. He used to steal treasures and secrets from the gods, seeking to become more powerful than anyone else. One day, Anzu decided to steal the god's secret about the source of eternal life. He stole the tablets of destinies, which contained all the god's secrets, and hid them in a secret cave. The theft of the god's secret angered the supreme god, Anu, and he ordered his son, Marduk, to fight against Anzu to retrieve the stolen treasures. Marduk and Anzu engaged in an epic battle, with Anzu using his flying ability and formidable strength to try to win. However, Marduk was a skilled and strategic god, and he used a clever trick to distract Anzu before landing a fatal blow. With his death, the tablets of destinies were returned to the gods, who thanked Marduk for his courage and determination. Anzu was remembered as a powerful but arrogant and greedy being who tried to defy the gods and failed. TYPHON, also known as SETH in Egyptian mythology, was an imposing and feared figure. He personified brute strength, violence, and chaos. His story dates back to ancient times when the gods ruled over Egypt. It is said that TYPHON was one of the children of the goddess Gaia, the personification of the earth, and that he had a monstrous appearance. With his skin as black as night and his flaming eyes, he instilled fear in all who encountered him. TYPHON was not content with being just another god. He desired to reign supreme over all of them, usurping the throne of the mighty Osiris, who was considered the king of the Egyptian gods at that time. Determined to achieve his goal, TYPHON launched himself into an epic battle against Osiris. With his immense strength, he defied the gods and spread destruction wherever he went. Fierce winds and storms formed around him, frightening even the most powerful gods. Facing TYPHON's fury, the gods found themselves in a perilous situation. Despite being deities, TYPHON's strength and ferocity were overwhelming. Terrified, they sought to find a way to halt the monster's advance. It was then that one of the gods, named Horus, took up the challenge of facing TYPHON. Horus was a young god, but he was cunning and courageous. He prepared for the confrontation, gathering all his power and skill. The battle between Horus and Typhon was fierce and lasted for days. Flames and lightning illuminated the sky as the two combatants fought with all their might. Horus used his intelligence and strategy to counter Typhon's brutality. Finally, after an exhausting struggle, Horus managed to trap Typhon, imprisoning him in a magical net. With his cunning and courage, Horus defeated the mighty monster and saved the gods from imminent chaos. Horus' victory over Typhon marked a crucial moment in Egyptian mythology. Typhon's defeat represented the triumph of order over chaos, the strength of intelligence over unrestrained brutality. Bali, in Hindu mythology, was a powerful demon and the king of the Asuras, beings that inhabited the lower realms. Despite being an evil being, Bali was known for his courage, generosity, and determination. Bali desired to conquer all three worlds, the earth, the heavens, and the underworld, and establish his dominion over them. With his immense strength and army of Asuras, he set out on his ambitious endeavor. The gods, fearing Bali's rise and the loss of their own supremacy, decided to act. Lord Vishnu, one of the major Hindu deities, decided to interfere in Bali's path. To prevent Bali from achieving his goal, Vishnu took the form of Vamana, a humble-looking young Brahmin. Vamana presented himself before Bali during a grand ritual performed by the demon king. With his sweet voice and sincere humility, Vamana won Bali's sympathy. The demon king promptly offered him a gift, promising to grant whatever Vamana desired. Vamana then made an apparently modest request. He asked for a space of land that he could cover in just 3 steps. Bali, generous and confident, agreed to the request, unaware of the cunning behind that seemingly simple desire. When Bali consented, Vamana, revealing his true form as Lord Vishnu, grew immensely. In a single step, he covered the entire earth. In the second step, he covered the heavens. Faced with Vishnu's astonishing act, Bali realized that he had been deceived, but he also recognized the divine superiority and justice of the action. Without hesitation, he offered his own head as the third space of land, so that Vamana could complete his steps. Moved by Bali's devotion and sacrifice, Vishnu blessed him and granted him a special place in his kingdom. Bali became the king of the underworld, where he would rule with justice and benevolence over the Asuras. Apep, in Egyptian mythology, was the personification of chaos and darkness. He was a feared and gigantic serpentine being whose aim was to destroy order and disturb the balance of the universe. It was believed that every night Apep emerged from the underworld, ready to confront Ra, the sun god. His goal was to devour Ra and plunge the world into eternal darkness. To protect the sun god and prevent Apep's victory, the Egyptians believed that a special ritual had to be performed every night. In this ritual, priests and worshippers united to create noise and chaos, casting curses and threats against Apep. This cosmic battle between Ra and Apep symbolized the struggle between light and darkness, order and chaos. The Egyptians saw this battle as essential for the survival of the world and the maintenance of Ma'at, the concept of order and harmony. Apep was considered a constant threat but never managed to achieve his ultimate goal of devouring Ra. The Egyptians believed that, despite the challenges faced every night, Ra always emerged victorious, bringing light and rebirth with each dawn. In Hebrew mythology, Leviathan was a colossal and powerful creature associated with the chaotic waters of the ocean. Described as a gigantic sea monster, it had invulnerable skin and radiant scales that emitted light. Leviathan dwelled in the abyssal depths, seen as a symbol of chaos and destruction. Its mere presence threatened the stability and order of the world. It was said that Leviathan was so powerful that only God himself could control it. During the process of creation, God separated the waters, confining Leviathan to its domain, so it couldn't threaten humanity's existence. However, the imposing figure of Leviathan was not only associated with danger and destruction. In some traditions, it was seen as a creature of great beauty and wisdom, representing a balance between brute strength and serenity. KALIYA, in Hindu mythology, was a venomous serpent that lived in the waters of the Yamuna River. He was known for his aggressive behavior and for spreading fear among the creatures inhabiting the region. One day, KALIYA decided to establish his dominion over the river waters, causing chaos and terror. His presence threatened the lives of living beings and disturbed the peace of the region. The local residents and animals, terrified by KALIYA's presence, sought the help of Krishna, one of the major Hindu deities. Krishna, known for his wisdom and power, accepted the challenge of facing the fearsome serpent. When Krishna arrived at the banks of the Yamuna River, he decided to confront KALIYA directly. He dove into the waters and, with skill and agility, began to dance on the serpent's multiple heads. Krishna, with his graceful movements, started to control and subdue KALIYA. He gently trampled the serpent's heads, showing his supremacy over KALIYA's venomous power. With his magical dance and divine presence, Krishna weakened KALIYA and finally convinced him to change his behavior. Realizing his defeat and the error of his actions, KALIYA surrendered to Krishna, promising never to disturb the peace and harmony of the Yamuna River again. In Greek mythology, the Centaurs were giant and powerful creatures known for their peculiar appearance. They had 100 hands and 50 heads, exuding immense strength and a commanding presence. The Centaurs were the children of the titans Uranus, the sky, and Gaia, the earth. Fearing their monstrous appearance and immeasurable power, Uranus imprisoned them in Tartarus, the deepest abyss of the underworld. However, during the Titanomachy, the great war between the Titan gods and the Olympian gods, the Centaurs were freed by Zeus, the god of the sky and supreme Olympian. With their help, the Olympian gods managed to defeat the Titans and establish their dominion over the universe. The Centaurs, with their 100 hands, were instrumental in the battle against the Titans. They hurled rocks and caused earthquakes with their powerful vigor. With each head directing its force in a different direction, they were able to control and dominate the violent nature around them. After the victory of the Olympian gods, the Centaurs were rewarded for their aid and loyalty. Zeus appointed them as guardians of the pillars of the world, maintaining cosmic stability and preventing the separation of heaven and earth once again. SHESHA, in Hindu mythology, is a divine serpent that possesses a majestic and powerful presence. He is considered one of the principal celestial beings and is known as the guardian of sacred teachings and cosmic secrets. SHESHA is depicted as a multi-headed serpent, with a massive and shining seven-headed snake being his most common form. His heads proudly rise, radiating wisdom and serenity. Legend has it that SHESHA bears the weight of the universe on his back while Vishnu, the supreme deity, rests upon him during cosmic sleep. SHESHA maintains the balance of the universe and protects it from the perils of chaos and destruction. Besides his role as a guardian, SHESHA is also known for his wisdom and being a master of meditation. He is revered as a symbol of serenity and transcendental knowledge. SHESHA is portrayed as a spiritual guide for devotees seeking enlightenment. He manifests himself to those who seek inner wisdom and guides them on their spiritual journey, imparting deep knowledge and cosmic revelations. His calming presence and wise words inspire confidence and tranquility in the hearts of those who encounter him. SHESHA helps dispel doubts and fears, offering clarity and a deeper connection with divinity. And thus, we come to the end of this incredible journey through the creatures that humbled the gods. I hope you have enjoyed as much as I did in recounting these epic stories. It is truly fascinating to see how these mythological beings challenged divine power and left the gods in awe. I want to thank all of you who are always following our videos, leaving your comments, and sharing our content. You guys are amazing. Keep following us because we have many more curiosities, news, and mythology to explore together. Remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications so you don't miss any videos. And if you have any suggestions for topics for future videos, don't hesitate to let us know in the comments. Your opinion is crucial for us to create better and better content. Thank you very much for your support, and until the next video. A hug, and stay curious.